I'm Lily, and as promised on the blog, for those of you who are following me, I'm going to teach you how to make mulled wine. So what you need is a bottle of wine, red. Doesn't have to be particularly expensive or a good wine. Then you'll need about half a pint of fresh orange juice and half a pint of water. You'll need some brandy, 3 tablespoons of sugar, and sliced orange and sliced apple. This recipe will give you about 6 of these glasses, large ones, or 12 of the small ones. If you're making it for a Christmas party, then and you want to sort of double up the recipe, I'd recommend not mixing the wine. So if you have different wine, use different parts, or buy the same wine basically, and just double the rest of the recipe. And what you will also need is the mulled wine sachet, which is, well, I don't know which parts of the world you can get it, to be honest. Tea bag, and if you don't have it, it's basically just coriander seed, allspice, nutmeg, and a bit of cinnamon. So what you do really is put the wine in a non-stick pan. I mean, this size like that is quite good for one bottle. So just pour the wine in. And then add the orange juice. Then the water. Then the sugar. And your spice. Give it a bit of a stir. You want the sugar to dissolve as much as possible. You don't want really any left at the bottom of the pan. And then turn it on. Put it on low heat. You don't want it to boil, because then the sugar and then no alcohol in the wine, it just won't be good. But if you do accidentally boil the wine, there is a bit of a trick out of it. Just at the end, if you do boil it, add a little bit more water and a touch more brandy, and then you should get away with it. I've bought it plenty of times, so that's how I know how to get away with it. So just turn it on maximum heat every few seconds, and then turn it back down again just to make sure you don't boil it. And when you see a bit of a sort of a heat cloud coming off of it, then you know it's warmed up nice and ready. So I'll just do that for a few minutes, and then when it's ready I'll show you what it should look like. Yeah, so this is now warmed up. I think it takes about 5 to 10 minutes of turning the heat up and down again. And there's a little bit of steam coming out of it. I don't know if it's visible. It's basically like warm soup, you know how you've got the heat coming out, just the same. Then what you'll need is your fruit. And what I tend to do as well, this is not traditionally done, but I like to put half a stick of cinnamon in there. It just adds a little bit of cake. So just break one in, and then put the fruit in. You can choose your own different fruit as well. It doesn't have to be an apple or an orange. It could be just the orange or the apple, or whatever takes your fancy really. So just stir the fruit in a little bit. The orange tends to go at the bottom, and the apple always hovers for some reason, I don't know. And then brandy. I think if you're making it for a Christmas party and a lot of people are there and everybody's going to get just a 1 glass or so, then 1/4 of a pint of brandy is usually what recipes say, but I find that a bit too much. So I'll just put a few spoonfuls in really. So we'll just put a few in here. That's about four spoons really. But taste it, and if it's not enough, put more in. And if it's too much, then next time put less in. Yeah, that's it. Then you just sort of warm it up for a few minutes, well, a few seconds really, and turn it off and serve it and enjoy. If you have some more left in the pot, don't warm it up in the microwave because that tends to make it a bit bland. And if you do, just same as how you warmed it up initially, just turn the gas on and let it warm up in a few minutes, and then we'll be ready to drink again. So you don't have to keep it warm the whole time. You could just turn it off, put the top on and forget about it, which is quite good. I'll just pour a bit in here. Put a teaspoon in for the fruit, and happy holidays. Enjoy.